now that Donald Trump is president, some undocumented immigrants referred to as dreamers and their families say they are fearful of what the future may hold for them.
Today in Arlington, immigrant mothers joined other community members and activists in the hopes of sending a message to the new administration. Fox 5's Alexandra Limon was there, and she has more tonight on that. Alex?
Well, guys, there are an estimated 11 million undocumented immigrants in the U.S., according to the Pew Research Center, and nearly 2 million of them are known as dreamers, and they qualify for certain protections, including deferred deportations, because they came to the U.S. as children. But now they worry that those protections may go away.
I was thinking, who was gonna cook for me? What was I gonna eat? Where was I gonna go if it was too cold or something? Who was gonna pay the bills and stuff?
Questions race through the mind of Fiorella Mendoza, who says she's afraid of what the future holds for her family under the new administration. That's why she came to this rally and why she took part in the Women's March on Washington.
I wasn't marching for me. I was marching for all the people that didn't have papers. My brothers too.
Her brothers are both enrolled in community college. While they're undocumented immigrants, they're able to go to school because of DACA, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program that took effect under President Obama. It protects people who were brought to the U.S. illegally as children.
It provides immigration relief only for 2 years. People have to reapply. And also, it's not free, you have to pay.
Fiorella, her mom, and thousands of others around the nation fear DACA will be eliminated under President Trump.
Basically, I'm a little bit sad and mad because I was like, the hate and all the hate and everything won when all the peace and people lost.
There's still a lot of unanswered questions about the future of DACA based on what we've heard so far from the new administration.
What those people should know is that the president's laid out a list of priorities. And the priorities are focused on making sure that people who can do harm or have done harm and have a criminal record are the focus.
I was gonna say, please do the right thing. Don't think twice, but think three times of what you're thinking about doing, because you never know. If you put your life in one of the immigrants' life, you would see how it really is, because you have to fight really, really hard.
And I should mention, Fiorella was born in the U.S. and she is an American citizen. Now, other members of the GOP, like Reince Priebus and Paul Ryan, have also recently made statements that indicate the Trump administration may not immediately roll back protections for dreamers, but their statements have been vague, so these families continue to be very worried.